Well, howdy everybody, Dirk here. Welcome once again to the dungeon. It wasn't a very long time now, was it? I figured I'd do this before I head upstairs. I was doing some testing on this. This is basically my a half bridge that I put back together and did a lot of testing and whatnot. I'm still doing testing. This is a stand-in coil that I'm just using. I just want to test out the system. It works quite well. The only problem is with these half bridge circuits that utilize the antenna. The antenna is very finicky. I had to position it just so in order for it to work right. Otherwise, the interrupter misfires, which is not good. The whole outside of this is wrapped in aluminum foil tape, except for the bottom bit. I still got to cut this bit off right here. It was an old base from our project, and I just put everything inside there. And still got to put possibly a fan underneath the point inwards, and some exit holes probably on this side here for cooling, because I did notice that um, I got the regulator circuits here, the 12 and the 5 volt regulator circuits on a fairly large heatsink that's standing upright in this position. I'll probably show it in another video on like how it's all built, because it's gonna be a bit of a process. Anyway, I can feel that getting warm. The half bridge, it's not seeing any more than probably an amp or so. It's on interrupted mode, so that's what this toggle switch is here. So interrupted, constant wave. This is the input coming from my my interrupter. Right there, he's going right now, doing his thing. Yeah, the front bit. You just got your that's for the logic, and that's for the half bridge. And the half bridge comes over into this box right here, which I kind of put together yesterday. So you have amps, volts, and this is filtered and unfiltered DC. And obviously there's your plus minus voltage. I made it dummy proof so I don't plug it in wrong. That's about it. And I got the new coil that I'm gonna wind here on this. I think this is 11 centimeter form, and I'm going to do it with some 30 gauge magnet wire. So it'll be over 1,000 turns, because this one right here is like half of that. It's not very much. I'll probably get a lot more output if I was to use that instead. But there's other factors, coupling factor. The gate drive transformer might not be correct still. It's something I just kind of improvised and just threw in there for right now. There's a lot more testing. I got it all done. I wanted to fire it up, and I figured I'd show you guys what it's looking like. It's pretty fun. I'm gonna get the lights off here, and we'll give her a test run. I should hopefully be able to see this still. It's gonna get a bit dark, so there we go. So we'll just turn all that off. That's still going. Actually looks quite nice in the dark. I hope that shows up quite good on camera. So I'm just going to turn this down. I'm just going to wait for the filter to drop off, and it has, and switch it back over to unfiltered. Yeah, if you're going to do something like what I'm doing here, using a switch to switch in a filter capacitor, make sure to turn the voltage off. Turn the system off, and make sure there's no more voltage in there. Make sure it's empty. Having a bleed resistor on there is also a must-have before don't switch this on when the circuit's running, is what I mean, because the switch isn't made for that. So don't do it. But it works just fine. But anyway, so here's unfiltered. It's just rectified DC, full bridge rectified. So this should work as well. So, it's just a little quick little video I want to just put together just to show you guys what the progress is like. Yeah, it's warm, but it's not like crazy warm. But this isn't it's enclosed. You know, it's pretty much sealed off. I was trying to block off the any RF getting back into the system. The only thing I want RF on is the antenna. And as I said, if you're building a circuit like this and you're pretty confident that the your gate drive transformer is good to go, it's gonna work at the frequencies it's intended for, then you should be pretty good to go on something like this. If you want to whip something together, the only thing I can really suggest is playing with your antenna or to use a feedback transformer, which I've never done before, and I might do that, in the future. But for right now, the output that this coil gives out is pretty good for what it is, and I can go up all the way to 270 on the Variac, and that's no problem with the MOSFETs that I use, which are the IRFP 460B, I believe, 500, what was it, 500 volt, 20 amp MOSFETs. So pretty good to go, and it's quite easy to turn this into a full bridge, if you want to. The driver ICs that are in here give out more than enough current to drive a whole bridge. Hence why I also made this big box. So when I'm pretty happy that everything's working, and I got all the bells and whistles, interrupter, music, and what have you, I'll convert this over to a full bridge. So the whole bridge is in this top portion, and then I'll build this will be like 2 stories. So second story is your full bridge, and the first story is going to be your driver, basically, with the antenna, and that's it. I was kind of thinking about putting the coil on, excuse me, on top, but I don't know. Something I have to brainstorm about. But it's quite easy just to unplug this all. You can take the antenna comes out too. So, I hope I didn't ruin that. I had it kind of where I wanted it to be. Does it still work, or is it going to be an asshole? No, it still works. Okay, so I kind of know where this antenna needs to be and how long it needs to be. So, yeah. Well, this is turning into a bit of a longer video, but it should upload quickly. Anyway, I'll give you guys some more updates when I'll do an update video as soon as I get the coil wound and put on here. Might be a lot better output. Who knows? Anyway, cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.